My name is Botho Keba Bayendi. I'm Director, Office of Strategic Planning and Delivery at the African Union Commission and responsible for Agenda 2063 and linking it to other frameworks such as the UN SDGs. I think to me it means that Africa will have what no one else has. This means that if we see the rest of the world flocking to Africa for our minerals, for our greens, for everything, we ought to preserve what we have. So the hands of donors are empty, and it is for us to say what is it that we have that we haven't exploited fully, but seem of interest to the world, and it doesn't benefit us more. How do we change the story? The vision of Africa Agenda 2063, which is we want an integrated, prosperous, and peaceful Africa driven by its own citizens and representing a dynamic force in the global arena. A gathering like this means we are bringing back the consciousness that Agenda 2063, which in this room someone has mentioned it as the true north of Africa, is actually belonging to the citizens of Africa. And as they are gathered here, it's more like saying the second 10-year implementation plan of the agenda says we take the agenda to its owners. And it's a noble opportunity for me to speak to them maybe tomorrow and say that we are with the people that we ought to have been all this time. In the helm of it, if you had, our vision is that we want to be a dynamic force in the global arena. We have it. We have the greens. We have the environment that everybody is teaching us how to preserve, even those that lost the opportunity to preserve theirs. So we must sit in that and occupy our space with control of. This is what we have as Africa. We should offer it to the world. We should sustain it. And it's an opportunity, if you look at the demographic dividend of Africa, that Africa is youthful more than the rest of the world. If it is youthful who are to exploit and preserve what we have, it is the youth. And how do we, decision makers and policy makers, help position the youth to occupy their space of preserving what Africa has? We always call them the youth of the leaders of tomorrow. How do we help them lead so that the tomorrow is available for them to enjoy in the prosperity agenda that Africa pronounces?
Botho, by participating in this event, what does success look like after 2 days, and what do you hope to take away from this event?
Sometimes we bash to the reality that from places such as the African Union, we talk. We talk because we need to create a narrative. And the narratives that we create, we leave it for somebody to pursue. And our African member states, our African citizens know that their space is to pursue and implement the policies that we craft in engagements like the one we are gathered for. It's not just the talk. If you hear it as just the talk, and we are the very people who the talkers they are speaking to you, you must ask yourself, who are they talking to? Did I do what I'm supposed to do? And that is what the policymakers, the investors, the youth in the room should take out to implement whatever converging policies or policy engagements we are getting into throughout these 2 days. Thank you very much.